As people mourn the loss of their homes in the Eastern Cape and KZN, wiped out by floods, more bodies are pulled out of swollen rivers.
My brother is just a man who is unemployed, who was looking for work.
Defending his brother, the man accused of mutilating 14-year-old Likhona Fose. It's all for the good of South Africa. Paul Mashatile justifies his exorbitant overseas spending, including 2 million rands in just 4 days in Japan. And remember that fine moment 15 years ago. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
It all happened so quickly. The rains, the deluge, the utter destruction. In the Eastern Cape, the death toll from the devastating floods is expected to rise as bodies are recovered by the hour.
Sadly, 4 of those learners have been confirmed to be deceased, together with the driver and the conductor of the minibus taxi. 4 learners are still missing, that are still being looked for. Our rescue teams are on the ground. The rest of deceased people are citizens of different ages.
More than 80 homes have been destroyed by severe weather conditions in parts of KwaZulu-Natal. The province recorded thick snowfall in the Harry Gwala, Ugu and parts of Ugu districts. The province faces an alert level 2 and 4 warnings for hailstorms, strong winds, rain and thunderstorms.
A number of households, schools and public infrastructure have been severely damaged by the strong winds. We are relieved to report that as of now, there have been no fatalities that have been reported at this stage.
This year's winter season has brought with it more than just icy cold and rainy conditions. Doctors are reporting a range of flu infections, which include respiratory syncytial virus, influenza A, better known as swine flu, and influenza B types. The National Institute for Communicable Diseases says there's been an increase in these types of infections this winter season.
And we've had most predominantly, it's been H1N1, which is not unexpected. We've had 1 or 2 other types, and there's 3 types that we would be expecting, 2 influenza A types and 1 influenza B type. And at the moment, it's exactly as expected what we've been seeing during this influenza season.
The family of a 39-year-old charged with the premeditated murder of Likhona Fose believe the police have the wrong man. Mduduzi Mnisi has appeared at the Roodepoort Magistrates Court today, west of Joburg, after he was arrested and questioned for the crime earlier this week. 14-year-old Likhona's mutilated body was discovered in an open veld not far from her home a day after she was reported missing.
My brother is just a man who is unemployed, who was looking for work. Seeing him like this in court does not make me happy. Of course, we'll have to see what the court says, but I believe my brother did not kill the girl. He does not have the heart to kill someone in such a horrible way.
No bail, no bail, no bail.
Durban Deep community members gathered outside the court today. Some women were holding placards with the words, "Justice for Likhona."
Since May, how many children who are girls have died? Horrible deaths. We plead with government to do the right thing. We are hurt as mothers. You send your child out to the shop. You sit worried if she will come back alive.
Deputy President Paul Mashatile has denied the misuse of state funds after claims of extravagant international trips. Since taking up office almost a year ago, Mashatile's overseas trips have come up to close to 8 million rand. The Deputy President detailed some of the costs he's incurred in response to a question by Action SA's Chief Whip in Parliament, Lerato Ngubeni.
According to responses from the Deputy President's office, Paul Mashatile has taken a handful of international trips in 10 months to Ireland, the UK, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Japan, and the most recent one to France. The Ireland and UK trip cost a combined 5 million rand, while 2 million rand was spent on the 4 days in Japan. Action SA says it believes the spend on accommodation was alarmingly high. The Deputy President says while the cost of international travel is generally very high, he says says these costs must be seen in the context of their original currency in relation to the rand-dollar exchange, as well as the going rate of travel expenses. In his defense, Mashatile says the international visits are aimed at strengthening existing bilateral, political, economic and diplomatic ties between South Africa and the visited countries. In that sense, Mashatile believes the country is getting value for money.
The Western Cape Education Department says a sexual assault probe against a female teacher in Cape Town is underway. The Harvester primary school teacher in Westridge, Mitchell's Plain, is accused of sexually assaulting a grade 7 pupil. Reports suggest that the teacher sent sexually provocative messages and sexually explicit images and videos to the boy via WhatsApp. It's understood that the teacher has been put on sick leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
The WCD has been made aware of the very serious and disturbing allegations. An immediate investigation has been launched by our Labour Relations Directorate, and the relevant counselling support is being arranged for the learner concerned. The outcome of the investigation will determine how we will proceed in terms of disciplinary action. It is, however, getting the necessary attention.
The Transport Department in KwaZulu-Natal says the investigation report around the plane crash that claimed the lives of 3 students is expected to be finalised in 30 days' time. 2 planes, which formed part of 3 planes formation from Durban to Pretoria, went missing on Sunday afternoon. They were found around the Greyton area on Monday. One of them had 3 dead occupants. Student pilots Gobile Biela, Lulama Msane, and medical student Sipesihle Buthelezi died when their plane crashed in a bushy terrain after diverting to refuel in Greyton. The South African Civil Aviation Authority and the police are investigating the cause of the incident. Funeral arrangements for the aspiring pilots and doctor are underway. Elon Musk says he regrets some of his recent criticism of US President Donald Trump after their recent public falling out. Musk has posted on his social media platform saying he went too far with some of the things he said. The billionaire's expression of regret has come just days after Trump threatened him with serious consequences if he sought to punish Republicans who vote for a controversial spending bill. Their blistering breakup, largely carried out on social media, was ignited by Musk's harsh criticism of Trump's so-called big, beautiful spending bill, which is currently before Congress. Some lawmakers who were against the bill had called on Musk, one of the Republican Party's biggest financial backers in last year's presidential election, to fund primary challenges against Republicans who voted for the legislation. So today marks exactly 15 years since the start of the biggest sporting event ever hosted in South Africa. The 2010 FIFA World Cup kicked off on the 11th of June 2010 with a match between Bafana Bafana and Mexico that ended in a 1-1 draw.
It's actually a very big day for us. The soccer is uniting everyone, every country, every language. It's like a big thing for us. We're really happy for coming this side.
And don't forget tonight to look for the strawberry moon. It'll appear very close to the ground. It'll be a goldish, pinkish colour. And if you miss it tonight, the next time it'll be back will be in 18 years' time.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.